Beyond the pages.
Beyond the pages.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Beyond the Pages podcast. I am Uchechukwu, and joining me today is Jubril and Oluwabamise. We are thrilled to have you join us for today's episode. Absolutely, Judith. And guess what? We are here today with a very special episode. This episode will be an exciting edition for book lovers and readers, as we intend to unveil our top novel pick for students for this remaining quarter of 2023.
Yeah, that's right, Bamise. You already know that we at Accessible Publishers Limited, we are known for excellence. So we have scoured through a treasure trove of our books to bring you the absolute best. Each of these novels is bound to ignite young minds and leave a lasting impression on the readers.
So whether you are a parent, teacher, or a student looking for your next great read, you are in for a great treat. We have an A-list, or what we call our special pick for this quarter. From our vast array of books and publications, we have selected 5 books that will interest you and also a good read. We'll be getting right into it, so stay locked.
Yes, so let's just jump right into our first pick, because this part is so exciting and it's what I look forward to. So our first novel is The Benue. The Benue is written by Winsala Gbotemi, and it's a very captivating melodrama of inexplicable uncertainty. The Benue is, like I said, a melodrama that covers different themes: theme of love, suffering, culture, desperation. Because in this novel, the main character there was she was anticipating something. There was the theme of love, where two people from diverse cultures fell in love, and one party is wanting to know more about the culture of the second party. And after knowing and getting to meet the family and all that, evil befell both of them, and the woman had to go through it all by herself. So I'm just going to leave you guys to read this thing so that you know more about the novel. Jubril, so what would you say about this novel?
Yeah, exactly. This novel is particularly fascinating, and I'm sure every reader that picks up this book to read, it will leave them wanting more. You know, The Benue is a very gripping exploration of love, loss, and the unwavering strength of human spirit. The readers should get ready to be transported on an emotional roller coaster as the author, Winsala Gbotemi, with a vivid storytelling. It dwells into the life of a young American woman who embarks on a journey of love and cultural immersion. The young white American lady falls in love with a Nigerian student in the US. The tale of love unfolds beautifully as she navigates the intricacies of cross-cultural marriage filled with warmth and shared dreams. Getting married to the love of your life. You still have that euphoria. They were happy. And as their love blossomed, they had to go ahead and tie the knots. They got married. And out of curiosity and out of love for her husband, she demanded to know his roots and family in Nigeria. Well, the husband reluctantly agreed that, okay, they're going to embark on a trip down to Africa, Benue State and Nigeria to be precise, so that she could get to acclimatize with his people and his family. On getting to Nigeria, she was received with enthusiastic public reception by the people of Makurdi in Benue State. She was basking in the euphoria of having to see, there are a whole lot of things that amazes you when you get to another place entirely. But at the long run, the author's portrayal of her resilience, at the long run, she was basking in the euphoria of, having to go down to her husband's people to be rightfully accepted. As a white woman, she sees a whole lot of black boys and girls running after her. But things actually take a different turn. I think that's where the story actually unfolds.
Yeah.
When tragedy strikes. She was bedeviled. It was heart-wrenching. And the author had to portray her resilience and complexity of tradition and the hardship she faced in widowhood because her husband died. I would like the reader to definitely grab a copy of this And I bet as soon as they read through the pages, it will leave them wanting more. You know what, Bamishe?
Yeah.
I actually have a very good moral lesson from this. I learned from the book that no matter how hard things get, there is always a glimmer of hope, only if we believe in ourselves.
Sure.
And you as a human being, we have an unwavering strength that only if we believe in ourselves, we'll overcome it.
Yeah, I think I go with Jubril. Like, even me, when I was reading it, I couldn't even drop it. I kept on reading.
Exactly.
Because it was suspense. You want to know, or you want to know what happened at the end of the story.
So, like, the amazing. The author told the story from a very wonderful and unique perspective. Like, I think, and this book is for people from the age of 17 years old. Like, it's a wonderful read. It's going to make a wonderful read for them. And it's just with just 143 pages. The author did magic.
Yeah, we should actually give credit to the author whenever I got it, because the diction, the tone, the organization, the suspense, it was on point.
It was on point. But he told it for the first person narrative. And he made us feel it. You know, when you are reading something,
you feel like birds.
But this story now.
Yeah, the character.
Exactly. You feel connected, the emotions, explanation. Yeah, so it makes a very wonderful read. It has vivid descriptions of things. Like when you are reading it, you get clear description of what he's trying to say. He portrays our culture.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
Master
traditions, there's unity in diversity. An American getting married to a Nigerian man, two people of different culture coming together as one. That's good.
I will upload the descriptive language of the author. It brought the intricacies of traditions to light. Like, it was amazing.
Thank you so much, Judith and Jubril. So I think we should just go ahead to our next pick that is also equally captivating. Accessible publishers do not bring you dead books.
Absolutely.
Bring you books that will keep you on your toes and, keep you wanting more, basically. So our next pick is Sacrilege by Adetutu, Adeyeye. Sacrilege is an intriguing play that projects the sacredness and uniqueness of traditional African culture. I would like us to give a round of applause to Adetutu Adeyeye because this book literally portrayed African roots. Yeah, the culture, the tradition, how modernization was going to take place, but people still upheld culture and make sure that modernization was not the order of the day, basically, and how they were trying to fight modernization with traditional practices. There's some places in Nigeria that if you go to today, you have to still practice the culture there. Yeah, cannot forget.
It's just like the popular saying when you're in Rome.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some states that if you go back from today, they'll tell you, oh, can't you kneel down to breathe? Like, I'm not saying some people don't even kneel down. Yeah, their parents or something. But there are some people that they take it very seriously. Like, if you don't kneel down, it's like you're a sports brand or something. Yeah,
exactly.
So the book was just telling us how our culture is equally important, even when we are trying to bring in modernization.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, so, I really love that book too. And he just portrayed culture. Like, a major theme I was able to hold on to there was culture, tradition.
Yeah, like you rightly said, Sacrilege is a play. It's a drama.
Yeah.
So while the reader, if he gets to pick up the book, you would definitely have a cue as to what we are saying. It is a thought-provoking journey into the art of African culture and the complexities of one man's choice. The book actually centers on King Adeyye's transformation from a traditionalist to an advocate of Western culture. He was a traditionalist. He is like a custodian of his people.
Mm-hmm.
Before he became the king, he was a prince. He was known as the custodian of the tradition.
Yes.
So when he became the king, he actually deviates from everything he portrayed to be before he became the king. The author Adetutu Adeyeye did justice, by showcasing the clash between tradition and modernity. And it actually raises the question about the consequences of abandoning one's roots. I would employ the readers, it is highly recommended, to find out how King Adeyeye uses disdain for his people's beliefs to do the unspeakable, as the consequences are so fatal. So what are the consequences? How did King Adeyeye petitions his tradition to take over civilization. So I would put the question forward to the readers. Go grab a copy. And one major lesson I learned from the book is do not bite the fingers that fed you. The same thing that brought him into power.
Yes,
He turned his back on it.
Turned his back.
Because when I read this, sorry to cut it short. When I read this, I saw that it was a female warrior called Omu or something like that.
Olokun, yeah.
That's
the town.
Sacrificed herself and turned herself into water.
So a river.
Yeah, it's a river. So as to save that the village and everything. So, but the king, but the king Adeyeye, when he now came on, he was not giving her respect and everything.
Yeah, he actually like desecrated the whole tradition.
Yeah,
he went as far back as destroying the shrine.
It was very captivating. Like, it's opened my eyes to what he said. I should not buy the finger that fed you. Like, that is very, very important. It's very, very necessary. So this book is written for basically children, students within 13 to 16 years of age. They also used just 118 pages to bring to light what this book is talking about. It was concise. The diction, her choice of words, it was concise and smooth. It was conversational. It was captivating. She was able to picture what's a royal family, what the daily life of royal family.
Traditional African sets.
Yes, exactly. What it looks like. So it's wonderful. It was wonderful. Like, it's a great read.
You should go grab a copy.
Yes.
Okay, so going on to our next pick, guys. This particular one, me, I was angry from the beginning to the end of that book. I was very angry because it just had so many emotions for me, and the fact that the theme of child mutilation, female circumcision that have even been scrapped, and I understand that it's a play, but what they portrayed, was just something very absurd to me, and it really, really got to me because I was just able to connect, and I was able to just reason and understand how the character, the wife, Deke, must have felt. A child going through mutilation, and it was really emotional for me. And I was angry because, her husband, he did not support that decision well enough. It felt like she was the only one against it, and thousands were now trying to, even her mom too was not seen from a point of view.
Exactly.
It was only her younger sister that was helping her, reach out to these non-governmental organizations that supports war against all this mutilation and child circumcision and female child circumcision and all that.
Tope Olaifa is an established author. He has written varieties of books, right from play and, prose. So he's a well-known fighter. He knows his onions. So in this particular book, he actually, dwell fearlessly into the harrowing themes of child abuse, female circumcision, and facial marking. And he also had to expose the rough edges hidden in our customs and traditions. That not all traditions, not all practices should be allowed to continue to this age and time. There's a whole lot of our practices way back that should have been eradicated. He actually exposed this in one cut 2D. And like it's a play. And it revolves around the story of Ladili and Deke. They were a young couple, who just had a newborn baby. The euphoria of having a newborn baby, families coming around, trying to facilitate with you. And all of a sudden, they have to tell you, they have to kind of like mark your child, being the custom of the household. Every firstborn child. Exactly. Every firstborn child has to be marked. She refused. Though Ladele also refused, but I guess probably because he had been aware of it all along. So he wasn't able to stand firm. We would like our readers and listeners to go grab a copy and have a feel of what we are feeling. It's a lovely read. As the couple, they face the weight of their family's expectations. Readers will be taken on a roller coaster that explores the boundary of love shared between Ladili and Deke, and the struggle they had in trying to cement the love they had for each other due to the situation that came up. One major lesson I learned in the play is that it teaches us to be resilient in our decisions and in our choices. So whatever decision you make sure you are firm. Make sure you are bold enough to stand by it till the end and defend it.
Yes.
So you have to be rigid. So I think Ladili was found wanting in that aspect.
This play is for children within 9 to 12 years. Like the diction of the play is for children. Any child within from 9 years can be able to read this play. See, it just have 72 pages. So it's actually enlightening and very informative for children.
Yeah, because people need to actually know that this child mutilation thing is no good. So on to the next pick, we're going to our fourth book, which is Forbidden Son by Okwor, if I'm correct.
Maxwell.
Okwor Maxwell, Onyeka. It's also a play and it's worthwhile with an intriguing storyline for all lovers of African culture and tradition, belief systems, anything. It's a basic play about a king wanting tradition to still be the order of the day, while his only son was trying to go the religious way and was trying to bring in religion. As per a king, he would want their deity to be the order of the day.
Yeah.
They don't want to leave out
You are the custodian of culture.
Exactly. So they don't want to leave out the fact that they still pay homage to their indigenous gods. Then put it that way. It came as a shock to him because it was his only son, the heir to the throne. Because he was even the king's younger brother, or was it the elder brother? Who is a Catholic? Yeah. He was trying to make him imbibe the Catholic religion, the teachings of the Catholics and everything.
The Forbidden Son unfolds the riveting story of Obinna. Obinna happens to be the son of the king. He had a dream to become a Catholic priest, which is totally different from what his father wanted him to be as the heir to the throne. So we should give kudos to the author because he was able to masterfully navigate the tension between cultural heritage and personal aspirations, taking the reader on a journey through the clash of traditions, beliefs, and faith.
Yeah.
So one major moral lesson the book teaches is that you must show a strong conviction, you must make sacrifices, and be courageous to achieve your dreams. So I'll leave you with that.
Okay, for me, when I read Forbidden Son, I actually enjoyed every bit of it. I think the author did very well to bring to light what, that thing that happened in Forbidden Son was what used to happen in the missionary era. When missionary, they just came to mission people, they just came to the village and they will be finding it difficult. They will be having issues with their son to switch, all this kind of thing. So he did a very wonderful job on it, and the suspense was there.
Exactly.
You keep on thinking, what will happen next? When I was reading, I could not even drop it.
You always want to turn the pages.
I was reading throughout. The play was it was vivid. All his examples, all his description was vivid and precise, and the vocabulary actually reflects and traditional culture. I think Igbo culture. That's
exactly.
Yes, the place that he used. So it's actually a wonderful read, and it's for students within the age of 13 to 16 years. Anybody from 13 years will be able to read and understand it.
Yeah.
You just have 120 pages.
The last but not the least book for this episode, we're going to be looking into Diary of Regrets. Diary of Regrets is written by Matthew Aroh, and it's a real page turner. Trust me, you'll be glued to it because you want to know what happened, and what happens.
Yeah.
So it's an insightful novel that exposes the ugly effects of bad wagon, because they used to say something that bad copy corrupts good manners.
Yeah.
It evolves around the fact that every bad action has its consequence. You might not see it now, but later on you will see it in whichever way it just decides to turn around. The thing that was able to pick is family. The fact that family cannot be overemphasized.
Yeah.
Cannot be overemphasized.
Because his family, they were there with him throughout.
Despite the fact that, he was literally to blame. He was wrong on all sides.
Yeah.
But, family was there irrespective.
Like I always say, family is everything.
Yes.
You can choose your friends, you cannot choose your family.
Oh, sure. So,
Like Bamshi rightly said, Diary of Regret is a real page turner because the author, Matthew, he actually did a very good job. He exposes the rigors of being a young person in this, diverse world. There's a whole lot of pressures to do a whole lot of things. So it now depends on you to discern and say, yes, these are my friends, these are not my friends, this is good, this is bad. In the case of this story, it revolves around a certain boy called Williams, shortened to Willie. He was very brilliant and outrightly, as a result of one of his bad actions, was able to reap, I'll use the word reap, the fruits of his actions. The book actually entails trying to balance, trying to know who your friends are. For everything you do, there's a consequence, whether good or bad. Based on his actions, he was able to reap his consequences.
Yeah, thank you so much, Judith. Thank you, Jubril. So I want to believe that you've not fallen out of, what we brought to you today, because I can boldly say that this is a whole lot of content. This is a whole lot of, suspense that I want to believe you're looking forward to seeing very soon. You're to buying the books that we mentioned. And please do well to get a copy of each of these books. Yeah. It might not even be for yourself. If you're not the one that reads, you can get it for someone, maybe your niece, your nephew, your cousin, somebody that you just want to, have the feel of these are amazing books. So these are our top picks for students this quarter of 2023. And we believe that each of these books, they have something special to offer to young readers.
Join us again next episode as we explore other captivating topics that takes us on a thrilling literary journey. Would really love you to check us out on different social media platforms. You can also get many more books and novels from us at Accessible Publishers Limited. Feel free to check us out on Facebook at Accessible Publishers Limited, Instagram at Accessible Publishers Limited, and then Twitter Accessible PL. You can also check out our website, www.accessiblepublishers.com.